Regenesis, c'est le programme du groupe Rogers pour placer la biodiversité au plus haut niveau de décision de l'entreprise. Ce programme est rendu possible grâce au soutien technique et financier de Varuna Biodiversité Océan Indien, avec Reef Conservation et les partenaires sud-africains Ground Truth et Nature Metrics. Nous travaillons actuellement sur un plan de régénération de la rivière Jacotet afin qu'elle retrouve son rôle initial au sein du bassin versant.
There's an absolute link between freshwater and marine. So what happens in the freshwaters impacts our marine environment. And we've seen that clearly, especially after heavy rainfalls when there's sedimentation and nutrient input into the lagoons. The purpose of this project is to see how we can not only look at the health of the river system, but how can we also support the marine ecosystems, which are just as valuable as the freshwater system, and they're all interlinked.
We've been using a cutting-edge technology, which is environmental DNA, and this is what Nature Metrics focuses on. What we're trying to do with the eDNA sampling is to filter and extract these tiny trace amounts of DNA left behind by animals, or we collect sediment samples or soils, and then those samples are sent to a lab where they are sequenced. And that gives us a snapshot in time. And from this, we form the baseline, the foundation for monitoring in this river system. So now we can monitor this river and we can highlight certain areas where there might be biodiversity hotspots or impacts, and then we can monitor those sites over time as we start to implement mitigation actions.
So today we were able to go down to the river, to a specific site, to sample the different components, the ecological components, starting to engage with the river system and what's happening there. And that's really going to start to tell us some important stories about what we can start to focus in on with this river restoration project.
Les impacts les plus forts et attendus de ce projet sont la restauration des habitats naturels pour les espèces vivantes, la restauration de la rivière, notamment au niveau des berges, afin de mieux retenir l'eau, et aussi d'éviter un trop grand nombre de sédiments dans le lagon.